Hi Aries, welcome in to another wonderful week of your lives. Welcome, welcome. Let's see what goes on in December. Ooh. Are a lot of you guys doing a little walkie-walkie away from something or someone? This could be a job or a relationship or, a toxic person. What goes on? Look at these preliminary messages. Universe Angel Spirit Guides, what's happening mid-month for Aries, second, third week of December? Please take it as it resonates. For those of you that are new to my channel, usually Aries video goes up every Saturday morning, anytime between 11 and 12 a.m. Eastern Time. What's their situation, Spirit? That's too much. Why do I feel like a lot of you guys are walking away and you kind of don't even care? They're like, all right, set that shit on fire. Who cares? Situation, please. Yes, you did. You made a judgment call. Judgment is a strong card, too. I mean, us readers don't make it sound as much. It depends on the positions that these cards fall in. That's why we have it mapped out the way we do. But in your situation, when I'm seeing this, I know I didn't drop all your cards yet. I'm going to, but this is referring back to that preliminary message we got with the Eight of Cups, you guys walking away from something. You're finally making a last judgment call. You're singing that tune right there as you see. You're letting go of something. You're letting go of someone and you're walking away. And that is your situation. Yeah. You're manifesting new things into your life. Wonderful things. Yep. You're moving ahead in life. A lot of you could be literally moving. Moving jobs, moving companies, moving for a relationship, moving homes. Some of you could even be taking a very small or planning a small road trip. All right, what's coming towards my Aries, please? What's coming towards my Aries? Yeah, my friends, you're coming in all forms of your power right now. And it's the shadow effects or the pre-effects of Jupiter going into your house of self December 20th. When Jupiter, which is a very, very lucky planet, going through Aries, which has been, forever and a day for you to get some luck finally on your side, it's going in your house of self, and you're going to be doing very well with this in regards to mainly your livelihoods and the structure of yourself. Your family, your beliefs, your systems, all the things that you learned in life, you're applying these things now. But the confidence level is going to be off the charts. And you're going to be applying this in your daily lives. Like when you're dealing with people, with friends, at work, that confidence is not, there's a big difference from being smug or snobby versus being confident in the things that you're saying and you're doing. You're not doing it in a snobby kind of way or like, you know better or you're condescending. No, none of that. You're doing it with ease, that you're very confident in the things that you're saying and that you're doing. And something about this makes you charming, alluring, and people are going to want to follow. And you're more or less likely to be guided towards your true path in life. Okay, because I'm seeing this and I'm getting excited because I haven't even laid out all your cards yet, because you're coming into your true power now. You're walking away from the small stuff. And you're starting to really, truly realize it. And as December 20th approaches, you're going to feel it full on. And then Mars, which is in retrograde right now, it goes direct, I think, mid-January, end of January. That is your action planet. That's when you start taking actions and executing the things that you're saying and thinking about. Now, what don't they see coming, Spirit? I don't usually talk that much about planetary alignment and horoscopes and things like that. I only do for some signs because I want to warn you guys, or I want to give you the heads up for you to understand why you're thinking and feeling a certain way. And this sometimes plays a role in that. Advice, please. Some strong cards, guys. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards on the table, and 4 out of the 5 are major arcanas. This is the destiny stuff. This is the big thing. This is the big deal. This is when you pivot. This whole thing is showing me where you're pivoting. Your new life. Your advice, please. Their advice, please. Their advice, please, Spirit. Oh, yeah. Here it is. The great pivot. And what do we mean by pivot, guys? When we have one disaster in our life, we pivot and we take lemons and turn it into lemonade. I mean, fuck it. Throw some vodka up in that bitch and you're having a party. Because that's what it looks like is happening here. I'm so excited. What's the outcome for you? What's the outcome for the week? That's what I'm talking about. And before, when your preliminary card fell out and I was showing you, like, you guys are walking away and you're making that final decision, look how beautifully your cards are laying out, that they all make sense. In your outcome position, you have this card. You have the Magician, where you're manifesting things. Because you're at that point, finally, where you've accumulated all the knowledge that you need, all the information that you have, all the lessons that you learn. You're good now. You're good to go. You're like, okay, I'm going to take this stuff and it's time to start manifesting things into my world, into my life. New jobs, new career, new friends, new family, a new look physically, new romances, a do-over, start over. That fresh feeling, you have that and it's in your outcome position and I love it. Although I will say this, for your overall message of the week, you have the Two of Swords. This is you being confused and torn between two things. It could be two worlds. I feel like you have one foot in the old life and one foot in the new life, because this is the pre-game to the real game. What do I mean by that? This is the shadow effects before Jupiter goes into your planet of self, okay, in your first house. And that's what that card makes me feel like. It makes me feel like you got one foot in the old life and one foot in the new life. You could be torn between two jobs, your path, should you stay, should you go, relationships, all of the above. Because you're acknowledging that in the recent past, you were hurt. Yeah, somebody probably came back to validate you, to say something to you, to acknowledge you. But it still didn't stop the pain. It didn't stop the hurt. The only difference now is you're aware of this pain. You're aware of this hurt. And now you're really looking at it. Sometimes we have to sit and look at our past. A lot of us are like, I don't want to know, I don't want to hear, and we just dust it under the carpet. Sometimes we can't do that. When you sit with your pain and you sit with your past, believe me when I tell you, the healing comes on a lot faster, more than you can possibly imagine. I just did a personal reading for somebody and I just got done telling them, when we stop looking in the rearview mirror, we're in our past, and we look forward to our future, that's where we start living. Because when we're looking back, we're not living, we're stuck, we're not moving, we're not living at all. When we look forward, we live. Are we going to fall? Sure. We're going to get up? Of course we are. I'm not going to stay there. Even if something is meant to repeat itself for you, like an old lover or an old job, an old person, you deal with it when it comes to you, but you don't stop living. You don't stop moving. We don't stop to wait for something. No, no, no. We don't do that anymore, and you won't be. All right, so in your situation, like I said before, you're finally there making that decision. I'm moving on. Moving on to the beat of my own drum. You let go of something. You're done. Why? Because what's coming towards you is your full power. Your full-on power is coming to you. Others of you could be dealing with another Aries, like yourselves. There might be an age gap here with somebody too, like a deep age gap. This could be somebody also that could be like a father figure or a mentor. But we'll see when we clarify, because no other card combo came out with it. And I didn't feel like I needed to pull another card, because I feel like the clarifier is going to explain this Emperor here for me. What's coming towards you that you don't see coming, the surprise, is Justice and the Moon. Some of you, if you're in court, you will win. Even though you don't know what's going on right now, because there's a lot of things playing on in the backdrop. There's a lot of secrets and things that are being hidden from you. You're going to win out. So whatever that is, whether it's child custody or child support or a marriage or alimony or palimony or whatever money, you're going to win that money. Others of you, this is karmic justice. All right, for some secrets that are being held from you. This could even entail somebody who wasn't coming forward and revealing their feelings towards you are now with justice there. That's Libra energy I have here in the major arcanas. Pisces, the moon. Aries, the emperor. Judgment could kind of be Saggy for me. The lovers, Gemini. Taurus with temperance. With the Hierophant and the Magician. The Magician is actually you and Taurus. You're both manifestors, just in different aspects, but that's another story for another day. Your advice is the Four of Swords. You need to heal. Take all that information, all that feelings that you have, and it's time to heal yourself. Six of Swords. It's time to move on. It's time to leave something behind. The Lovers is here. Making a decision here with somebody. Either you stay or you go. The honeymoon's over. Make a decision. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, there is a lover here that does have potential with the Page of Pentacles. There is something there. We're not saying that there isn't. There is. But you have to decide, if you're going to leave it behind you and heal or fix the rift between the two of you. When we clarify, we'll see which one it's more applicable to. Now, your outcome is the Magician, which I explained to you early. You see this Magician here? This Magician has every skill set and tool in their arsenal to utilize to do that job, to get into that relationship, to put themselves out there, to succeed in a certain thing that it is that you want to manifest. You want to buy a house? Trust me, you're going to find a way to do it. The Magician. You want to have a new relationship? Trust me, you're capable. You put yourself on some apps and boom, you got dates all over the place. You want a job? Throw those resumes out there. You could do this, and you are doing this because it's in your outcome. No stress, thank God. Your stresses are mainly over. You're not freaking out anymore. You're not having sleepless nights. And the Hierophant, you're doing something here traditional. With the Page of Pentacles and your advice in the Hierophant, that could talk about the institution in the sense of college, university, needing to learn something. Others of you, this is getting into a relationship or a commitment here with somebody, possibly marriage. And when this arises, it makes you feel like you're on a path, you're on a course, and the things that you are manifesting are actually starting to happen. Like things are starting to unfold for you. And this is why you're not stressing in your outcome position here. You're starting to feel like things are manifesting because of the Hierophant here, signifying that you're getting into something that's traditional. And because it's traditional and it's a path and it's a course, whether you're courting somebody on a serious note for dating, or you're actually getting engaged and married, or you're going back to school, or whatever it is, you're doing something that makes you feel like you're on track. And that relieves you. All right, so let's begin clarifying everything here and see what's going on here. The Great Pivot. I love it. You got some little tidbits here that you're resolving, but you probably feel like that dark, shadowy shit and stuff you've been dealing with is just slowly peeling off your back. It's starting to slowly go away. And you feel like you're embracing this new future. At least you should be. You should be feeling that optimistic kind of perspective. You're more than optimistic. You're feeling a little bit better, a lot better. You're feeling really good. And all these major arcanas are telling me, here are all your spirit guides to guide you right now because they are descending. And here they are in your reading this week. And I'm telling you guys, the major arcanas for me, that's the destiny stuff. What is the Four of Pentacles in reverse and Judgment, please? This is too much, Spirit. Judgment and 4 Pentacles in reverse, please. Why is this here? I love this. Whatever it is that you're letting go, guys, you're like, if there was a little plaque right here that you could put on top of your toilet bowl that says, let that shit go, flush, that's what you're doing here. You're letting something go. You're flushing it down the toilet. You finally decided to let that thing go, whatever it was. Whether it was a fight, a job, a person, a relationship, you're done. You're chasing your dreams now. You're putting yourself out there. Some of you could be having some kind of casual, or if this was a casual affair, like if you guys were having a casual affair or a fling with somebody, a lot of you are letting it go for stability, because that's what's showing up here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, because you didn't want to be in this place where you felt stuck into something toxic. So that's why the Devil's in reverse, because under that is the 4 of Pentacles upright, and under that is the 3 of Swords. You were holding on to pain, and you're like, I'm letting go of that because that is toxic to me. It was just keeping me stuck, and I know what I want. I want stability. So I'm going to let go of this casual thing, this thing that wasn't stable for me, and that's it. That's that, and that's what you're doing here. What is the Emperor? And you're coming into your own. You're stepping up. I mean, you're beyond up. What is the Emperor here? Please clarify the Emperor. There's the 8 of Swords. There's the Queen of Pentacles again. And then, yeah, you understand mental jail now. Like, you understand that when you feel stuck, oh, I can't do something because that person is holding me back. Or I can't do this because I have kids and I can't, whatever. Or my ex-husband or wife has got a grasp on me and so I can't move on with my life. All of that is like I don't want to say it's bullshit, but there's a workaround. And I think you get this. Because to me, this is a mental jail. Somebody's going to come along and tell you, you're really not stuck, Aries. There's a way out of this. Someone makes you feel comfortable enough to get yourself unstuck, all right, and helps you move on. And it's possible that you're moving on here with somebody else or another person or whoever this is. And you are going towards your natural stability, your finances, your home life, your whatever. You're like, I'm doing what makes me feel good. A lot of you could be torn between 2 people or 2 jobs. Yeah. So you cut your losses and you decided to focus on the one thing, on what was right for you. Because even though you might be torn making this decision, you still have one particular choice that's the forefront, okay? The only thing that was holding you back from actually making that decision was feeling like you were stuck, like you couldn't make that decision. But then somebody comes and says something to you and you move on. And that's why you step up to the plate as the Emperor. This is in the future position. So I don't really think this happened to you yet, unless it's happening to you now. We're not all living through the same thing at the same time. Please take that with a grain of salt. Time and energy is fluid. And this is a general read. So, with that said, what's Justice and the Moon here? Oh my God. I know I love this. The Ace of Swords. I love me some truth. I love me some honesty. Oh, Aries. Okay, so the reason you have the 2 of Swords, because now I'm seeing it twice right here. And then this is the other deck right here. But this is a clarifier and this is the theme. So there's somebody possibly in your world that could be interested in you. And maybe for some of you guys, you're just not. Because a lot of you were stuck with an ex-lover. And some of you are coming to terms like, yeah, I'd rather not have nobody and just be alone and work on myself. Others of you could have chosen a person. Now, you started realizing what your blessings in disguise were, okay? But here on the table, this justice and the moon is telling me someone's coming forward, either you or the other person, and is telling you the truth. They're laying their cards on the table, and that is your justice. Or this, if they're not telling it to you and you're the one doing it to the other party, you're being fair, balanced, and honest because you like your karma. And I agree with you, Aries. Karma's a bitch. So you're being fair, balanced, and honest to all parties involved. Because somebody here is holding a secret. And the secret is, either this is going to be a missed opportunity for some of you, or this is unrequited love. One of you does not feel the same way as the other partner. For me, the Four of Cups is unrequited love or a missed opportunity. I read it no other way. And that's what the moon is. Somebody's keeping that a secret until the Ace of Swords. Putting their cards on the table. Someone's like saying, look, I'm not sure I can get there where you are right now. I don't feel the same way. Being fair, being honest, being balanced for all parties involved. Justice. You're seeing things now coming towards you. Maybe you don't want them. Maybe you're not interested, Aries, but at least you're doing the right thing if this is you. If not, then the other person is being fair with you. But right now, I don't see any incoming energies except for the choices that you need to make. Because you do have the marriage card or commitment card in your outcome. What is the Four of Swords, please? And Six of Swords, the Lovers, and the Page of Pentacles. There is a lover here that could potentially be a lover that you could potentially have some success with, but a lot of you haven't healed yet from an ex. And because you haven't healed from the ex, you're quite not ready. You're quite not there yet to open and feel this person, like be like, yep, waiting for that lover. I really wish I could be reading for the person that is dealing with somebody. Maybe you are, but what I'm seeing here is this in your advice position. Lovers twice, two different decks. Lovers is a choice, and you have the Page of Pentacles, which means there's a potential here with this lover. And this person, this lover, comes back to you to acknowledge you, to recognize you. And why would you need healing here? Some of you need to heal from an old lover to see the potential in a new lover. Why is the Six of Swords there in their advice, Spirit? What you trying to say, Spirit? Yeah, you have to move on, basically. Yeah, you have to effectively communicate your feelings and move on. Some of you need to leave a lover behind, and others of you need to go towards a new lover. Let me tell you the potential of the new lover. Ten of Cups, happy couple. I mean, I see some of you actually doing that. I don't know why you're torn. Because look at this, Ten of Cups is coming your way. And so is marriage and commitment over there at the outcome. And you've manifested this. And now, because you have manifested this and this person is coming into your life, or is in your life, you feel some sort of emotional security. You don't feel anxiety. You don't feel stress. At least you will be. What's the outcome over here? The Magician, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Swords in reverse, please. Some of you might be dealing with somebody younger than you. Others of you... Damn, look at this, guys. Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, more major arcana. Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards. That means like you're having a second chance here with somebody, or luck is totally on your side. Enter Jupiter stage right into Aries house of self. Someone is stalking you. Has been. Look how they see you. I just want you to be careful because these are very drastic different energies between the Page and the Empress. But under this, unless some of you are pregnant and this is like a shotgun, like marriage engagement thing, look at this. Fresh new start. Solid. Ace of Pentacles. And under that is the Sun. What's under the Sun? Collaborating. Church. I love this. You have the opportunity to have a solid relationship. Others of you, a new job where you're going to be committed. Beautiful. Beautiful. You're on your way, basically, Aries. You're on your way. This is just like your first steps forward into like the next chapter of your lives. Now, let's see what Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Samuel, your romance angels, want to let you know. I say this all the time. Love is blind. They are not. We, the readers, though, have to read it correctly. Tell me about this week's romance angels, please, for Aries, mid-December. Okay, thank you. First and foremost, in your advice position, you had the healing card, right? Here it is. Healing, resting and healing. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. You guys are unlearning some toxic shit you learned from your parents when you were a kid. Like, one of my friends at work, I don't know if I shared this story before. One of my friends at work, she was telling me how she, you know, and she has this lover now and she keeps going back to him and it's a toxic relationship. And I told her, maybe it's some shit you got to unlearn from when you were a kid. She goes, no, my parents were married to the end. They were okay. And like, you know, as the weeks went by, she's like, yeah, my dad was an alcoholic. My mother would never leave him. Never. She stayed with him until he died. But yeah, it was toxic. I was like, did you forget or did you neglect to tell me this big chunk of your life like weeks ago? I go, this is why you repeat the fucking patterns you do. You think growing up that you're supposed to stay through to the end with a toxic pattern or a person. And like some people like so used to that chaos that that's all they know. You're healing and you're learning and you're understanding. You are not your parents. You are not the 50s, the 60s. You are not the 20s and the 30s. You are in the 2000s. You're in a new era with a new generation living your new life, your own life. And you're unlearning old shit and you're healing that part of you, your inner child, your inner being, your inner soul. And you're coming into something else. And you've been getting prepped by the universe all this time. You have passion here. This pretty much, when I see lovers, I'm not shocked that I would see passion here. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's happening. Because it looks like some of these lovers have the potential of like being the one. We clarify this and we deep dive into this in the extended. Guys, I'm going to be changing the extended readings in January. Maybe not right away for Aries, but I am for all the other zodiac signs. It's going to be on another platform. It won't be on YouTube. But for you guys, for a little while, I'm going to keep it the way it is. Because you have all access to all readings all month long with that one payment. So there's a lot of you. There's plenty enough for you for me to stay there for a hot minute. Now, healing family issues and passions, we'll deep dive into this in the extended. We also go see how we go into your person, how they feel about you, their intentions, the actions that they'll take, what spirit has, and then we go from Aries to Pisces. But before I leave you, let's do one card from the Wisdom House tonight and see what goes on. Man, I wish I could do this full time. I love doing this. What's this that flew out? Summon. You bite your ass. I'll read it to you in a minute. Summon is basically the magician. You have the power to summon your spirits right now because they're all here. All the major arcanas fell out. You have some serious luck on your side. You go out there to the universe and like, I want my ex back. I want this person back. I want that back. I want this. I want that. I want a new person. I want a new job. You have that power right now to do so. Right now. Here and now. Let me have anything else for Aries. Another card, I'm not surprised. Movement. Yeah, you guys are moving from your old life to your new life. You have a lot of things, and it's not just you, it's your external environment is being shaken up. Okay, because it's like if you were in a world, Aries, where you were here at the bottom and everybody else in the world was here on the top, it's going like this. And now you're going to be at the top and everybody else is going to be at the bottom. But a lot of key factors are in place here when I see movement. Your external environment, things are shaking up for you and they're falling into place and they're aligning. All right, so let's go into your reading. If you're still with me, let's see what summon is. 13. When you choose this card, it's a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. You know, we all have a sixth sense, right? Everybody on this planet. Everyone has a sixth sense. Just most people don't know how to tune into it. It's like, you know, you're humming a song in the shower in the morning and you go in the car and you turn on the car radio. That's that song you were humming. Or you think of a movie that you haven't like thought of in years and you turn on the TV. There it is. Everyone has that. That's like their own psychic juju, but nobody knows how to tap into it. This card is telling you right now, your confidence and your intuition will be off the charts coming into January. You have the power to do this. How do you communicate with your powers or with me, your goddess, your spirit guides? Now's the time to pray, to meditate, to acknowledge the sacred in every experience. Don't take your next steps lightly. You have the power to summon your spirits, summon your courage, and summon even me. You are inquiring about something very important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. And that's why you probably had another card that fell out. So let's read movement. Let's see what the main message is. I really think that Spirit wants you to know that a lot of things are shaking and moving in your world. And you've been patient long enough. And it's finally coming towards you. This is the time of change and movement and a symbol for wonderful surprises. Damn, don't you love surprises? If you've been waiting for something, you'll soon have clarity. You will get answers you thought would never come. In the surprise position also. Perhaps this card predicts a trip that you've always wanted to take. The symbol for movement can indicate both a change of scene and a real shift in the direction of your life. No matter what this symbol holds for your question, know that this is a wonderful change and it's now possible. This is the time to make your move. This is amazing. You're going to move closer to the things that were out of reach for you guys before. If it was a job, a relationship, a person, a situation, whatever you thought that you couldn't achieve or couldn't get to, or you set your sights too high, that's not true. You're about to do that. And this is what this is telling you. All right, guys, this is what I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed that. By all means, leave me your comments. I love getting your feedback. I've been following a lot of you on your journey because you comment every week and you let me embark on your journey with you. And I'm grateful for that. All right, everybody. Thank you. And I will see you on the next one.